In this video, I'm going to show you how to get your first client without spending a dime on advertising. Hey, I'm Chris, and a lot of people think that the only way to get clients is to start spending money on ads, but I'm here to tell you that there are lots of ways for you to get clients without spending any money on ads. You can do it all organically, and I'm going to show you some of those techniques today so that you can use them to get your very first client. And I'll be including all of these techniques in the downloadable fill-in-the-blank companion to this video series, which you can get by clicking the link in the pinned comment below this video. Because for the past 21 years, I have helped thousands of entrepreneurs start and wildly grow their businesses by attracting clients from the internet. Okay, so let's get real here. When you're just starting a business, you have 0 clients and you're looking to get your very first client, it's going to take some work. And you're going to have to do what we call bootstrapping your business. And that means you're just gonna have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and work hard to get that first client. And many times that first client is going to come to you through referrals. So it's time to do the things that you need to do to get referrals. This means reaching out to everyone that you know and let them know about how you've started a business and the kind of clients that you're looking for. Ask them directly if they know of anyone who needs the service that you're providing. You could also spend time on Zoom networking meetings or go to in-person networking meetings at chambers of commerce or go to other meetups that exist in your city or town. You can find these things online, Facebook, LinkedIn, Meetup. You can find these kind of meetings, and this is where you go and start to talk about what you're looking to do so that you can find that very first client that will come to you through a referral. You can also find your very first client by getting involved in community groups where your perfect client exists. So start to think about who that perfect client is and then start to research volunteer activities in groups in your area where that perfect client is. You're going to start to develop relationships and friendships with these people. Then the conversation is naturally going to go to what do you do? And when you explain what you do, if they need it, they're going to turn into your first client. And so let me ask you this, do you prefer virtual meetings or in-person meetings? For me, it's virtual all the way, but I'm wondering about you. Let me know in the comments below if you would prefer to meet with people virtually or in person. Another technique that you can use is start creating pure value content about the transformation that you offer, about the results that you get your target market. This means creating videos, tutorials, how-tos, written content, or even downloadable guides like the one that I mentioned for this video series, and start to put that content out online. You can put it out on Facebook, you can put it on LinkedIn, you could create a blog, you could contribute to web forums like Reddit. Once this information starts to get out there, your perfect prospects are going to notice and identify you as an authority, as an expert, and someone who's trustworthy in your industry, and they're going to start to explore what it's like to work with you. As they're exploring, they're probably going to connect with you on social media. And it's always a beautiful thing when you're contributing to social media and your perfect prospect starts reaching out to you. So start to watch for those kind of connections to start to come in once you're creating content and you're actively promoting your core competency online. Another strategy would be to find events that are related to your industry and start to attend those events. In particular, hang out in the lobbies of those events and start talking to the people who are attending those events because your perfect prospect is there. And when you're in a situation like a lobby or the restaurant or over coffee, you can have a much more intimate conversation where people will tend to open up to you. And this is where you can easily find your very first clients. So if you live in a city, look for the convention center and look for the conventions that go on where your perfect prospect might be. Go start to hang out at those conventions, in the lobby, in the cafe, on the sidewalk out in front, and just strike up conversations with people. You have to be careful with this next technique because you don't want to go down this very slippery slope of only offering free services. But when you're just getting started and you've got to get that first client, sometimes offering a free consultation or a free assessment or a free evaluation is going to show your perfect audience or your target market that you have something of value to offer. Whatever you do, don't give away your entire service. Just break off a small part of it that's an assessment or an evaluation and offer it for free to your target market in limited quantities. You don't want all of your time to be sucked into giving these free assessments. Maybe give 5 or 10 of these and see of those 5 or 10 within your target market if any of them want to ascend to being a paying client. One of the things that we find online right now is high levels of impersonalization. Copy and paste messages, spam emails, they seem to be everywhere. You're going to stand out if you personalize your approach. This means sending handwritten notes to potential clients or simply sending personalized emails to them. Instead of using cut and paste emails, get to know your prospects and send them emails with valuable information and make sure it's personalized to them. You're going to stand out, and that's going to help you get a client, especially your first client. And the reality is not everyone that you speak to is going to convert into a client, but it's important to follow up with them. Keep in touch with your leads that don't convert. One day their situation might change and they'll be ready to convert into a client for you. So by following up with them in a non-pressure kind of way, just checking in, saying hi, or commenting on their content on social media, you're keeping top of mind with these people. And when the time is right, they're going to surface and they're going to want to work with you and they'll become a client. And what if I told you that getting your first client was just the beginning? One of the things that I realized after working with thousands of people is that getting the first client is the hardest, but getting the next clients becomes easier and easier and easier. But if you're going to do that, you're going to need to stand out. That's why I created this video right here that I want you to watch right now so that you can 10 times or even 100 times the speed at which you start getting clients. If you'd like to watch the rest of the videos in this series, they're up here, and you can click on my face to get an alert every time I release a video about how to grow your business.